Freedom to Follow the Heart by Sheila, Azores Islands, Portugal. In October 1971, I was in the second year studying to be a nurse at the University of Santo Tomas in Manila and staying at the nearby exclusive girls' dormitory run by Catholic nuns. Two friends of mine informed me that there would be a conference on yoga at the medicine building and invited me to join them. I thought then that yoga was only about levitation and out-of-body experiences. However, I gladly went with them to the talk. Several medical students and some nursing students attended. The lecturer was a Filipino lawyer, Bro Dio Trinidad, and three Indian monks were present, Dada Sumitananda, Dada Advaishananda, and Dada Rameshananda. As the subject was totally new for me and filled with Sanskrit words, I could not understand everything. However, because the whole lecture was done with such wonderful imagery and mimicry, I could not help but laugh and enjoy myself. At the end, a medical student brother, Satyajita, strummed the guitar and sang Bábá Nama Kevalama, and we all did kirtana and meditation together. Afterwards, they invited us to learn meditation individually. As I was due to go to Batangas for the school break and celebrate my 18th birthday, I told Brother Satyajita that I wanted to learn meditation upon my return. As soon as I came back to Manila, I contacted him. He arranged for a car to pick me up and take me to the Jagriti along with two other brothers who wanted initiation. He told me that I would have to go back on my own. It was October 28, 1971, and at that time there were no didis yet to initiate sisters. We were received by Dada Rameshananda, who later gave us initiation, one by one. I was the last. When it was over, I realized that the other two brothers had already left. This was my second year of studies in Manila, and I knew very little of the city. Basically just the university and the dormitory across the street. I had gone downtown just a few times, but never alone, and most of the time by taxi. This time alone I walked to the street and took a public jeepney. This very simple act of day-to-day life was a tremendous transformation for me. Although alone, I never felt so secure in my life. I felt that I was home, that the sky was my roof, and the universe was my home. I was so happy that I felt like dancing and flying like a butterfly. 35 years have passed, but these feelings remain. Brother Satyajita always inspired me in his very own way and helped me understand Ananda Marga. He organized group meditation for the initiated university students in vacant classrooms of the medicine building. He gave me Baba's Anandavani to copy by hand and had me pin them on the bulletin board in the corridor linking the university hospital to the medical building. He invited us to attend a weekend retreat for new people. It was held in the Ananda Marga Center, a very big white house on Leon Guinto. It was a totally new experience for me to have to meditate morning, midday, evening and midnight. Asana classes were conducted by Brother Eli Latinaso, who in his 50s looked like a Chinese sage. Dada Sumitananda gave philosophy classes. On Sunday afternoon, we even visited the nearby church at the request of some of the participants. Sunday evening, all the Margis started to arrive for Dharma Chakra. Filling the hall, they began by singing the beautiful Bengali devotional song, Taranam Vina Mukti. Then the Kirtana started. It was very dynamic, and the devotional flow was very high. This was my very first DC, and I completely enjoyed it. After collective meditation and a spiritual talk, all the retreat participants were asked to give a short impression of their weekend experience. When my turn came, I stood up in front of this big crowd of happy faces. I could not express my inner joy and happiness. I could only cry and thank them all. That night, I went back to the dormitory and got ready for bed, but the whole night I couldn't sleep. I lay there wide awake, staring at the ceiling. One question kept repeating in my mind. What am I doing here? At 4 o'clock in the morning, I took my suitcase and packed my things. At 6 o'clock, 2 hours later, I was in front of the Mother Superior and told her, "Mother, I'm leaving." I went to another nurse's dormitory on the top floor of the University of Santo Tomas Hospital. Though this dormitory was also run by Catholic nuns, their schedule was more lenient. I wanted more freedom to participate and get more involved in Ananda Marga. As a student nurse, I started joining the Amurt Medical Mission that Satyajita and other medical students organized on weekends for the urban poor. Student medical doctors from Far Eastern University joined us. The senior Margis usually met once a week to plan fundraising for Amurt projects. We organized vegetarian smorgasbords and collected old newspapers to sell. We also directly approached the big pharmaceutical companies and requested donations of medicines and medical supplies. However, the new dormitory I transferred to gave me only short freedom. In no time, the Mother Superior noticed that I was returning later and later each time. I tried to tell her what I was doing, but she was not interested. Again, I had to leave to look for another place where I could have more freedom to follow my heart.